just the two of us, Garrett. Just the two of us. On the pod for another week. Things are getting spicy. A little dicey. What say you?
We're getting to the end of the regular season, and it's coming down. It's coming down to it. There's a few teams that are already in, and there's a few teams that are still fighting. And this week had some moves, so I'm ready
Had
to
some
go over it.
moves indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with no further avail, I'm looking here at Quan and Grayson's game, and I mean, this is about the only game that had no implications, I think. So, I mean, Quan's team's just a strong team. It has
Yeah.
overcome the stigma. But
Yeah.
aside from that, those two, Grayson and Quan, just there's nothing to be had in that game.
Was he 1-8 at one point?
Yes, I think
And now he's 5-8. That's wild.
He's been winning out, and to no
That's wild.
avail.
And it didn't matter because something else happened. Oh well. Okay.
You picked Grayson, sadly. So chalking that
The
up for
coin
an
is
L. Let's see. Caleb and me picked that. But yeah, there's not much fantasy implication on that, so we're gonna breeze through. Let's go to Ethan and Steve's game. That actually meant something. So Steve winning this.
It didn't really move anything, but Steve is still in first place and Ethan is still in first place, right?
Yeah, but if Steve would have lost, that would have put him at a chance to tie with Austin or myself, I think. If I'm not mistaken. We can get into the standings later, but
all right. Well,
yeah, two strong teams. I mean,
different teams.
Justin Fields has been the boon Steven needed. His team was in kind of disarray. I know he's first place, but like he was not winning by power.
I mean, he's first place in a division that is terrible.
Yes. He was
winning.
Happen to be in. He was getting lucky on his wins. His wins were coming on point. His points were lower than people's, or his play. People he was playing against was lower. But yeah, so both of these guys maintained first place, strong showing. Let's see here. I picked Ethan. We all picked Ethan actually, so we're all big losers there.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Ethan did well.
Yeah, I mean 122. I'd be so excited for that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
140 might be the most Steve's ever scored. So
I almost think you're probably right. I'm pretty sure.
He's boomer bust for sure, and he still wins when he gets bust. That's kind of the irritating thing.
His busts are not really busts; they're just like really low weeks. But then his opponent also has a low week.
Okay.
I guess I got Philly and Caleb up next. Now this game actually had some sway because if Caleb would have won, he'd have been 7-6, and Philly also would have been 7-6, and I think I would have been 7-6, or I am 7-6, and you are you 6-7?
Yeah.
Okay. I just if this game would have gone the other way around, there would have been some crazy movement on the board. But
Philly had a down week, but he's still better. So
yeah, Caleb just had a very down week. Deshaun Watson's start did not pay off.
Caleb's just trash, and I mean his team sucks. I think he has 1% chance in the playoffs to get in the playoffs, and I mean he deserves that for starting Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean because look at his QBs on his bench. Dak Prescott and Tom Brady both very much outscored.
Would he have won?
No. He would have been close if he played Tom Brady, and then I mean Courtland Sutton getting 0 would be hard to replicate.
No, he still would have lost. But anyway, yeah, he sold his soul for a shitty quarterback, and he deserves to lose. Derrick Henry on his shit tour still.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's boomer bust this year. It feels like, but
Caleb's loss hurt him so much he refuses to show his face on this
yeah,
anymore.
Caleb can't even show his face. He's so distraught.
Cowardly.
We all also picked Caleb, so we're all big losers. I think we picked that with our heart because we really wanted to have Philly
No, I
lose.
no, I want Philly to win. I did not want Caleb to lose. I wanted you both to lose, actually.
I guess for you, yeah, that does have some implication. I got Travis and Austin up next. Austin just beat the brakes off of Travis, dude.
Yeah.
Bent him over and showed him the 50 states.
Yeah, I need him to lose next week. But yeah, Travis's team sucks. Any team that loses to him
The two
has no
teams.
business playing fantasy football anymore.
I think Austin was the other team that lost to him, aside from you. So one of his two losses. And then Austin came roaring back with a 171.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts really is just. I mean, he's making an MVP case right now.
He's the man.
Also, the Browns defense scored all of the
37.
Browns like actual points. They just went off.
37. What the?
Yeah, they got score after score. Like they scored points, not fantasy points.
They
They
had
scored like
three
legitimate
touchdowns.
points.
Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, look at his bench. Like he played the wrong people, and he still had that score. Like he could
Just
have.
the running backs, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
running backs, I suppose.
that's wild. Like that's actually wild.
Yeah, I mean everyone else. He had 36 and 37 from two different players. So yeah, that's going to carry you far.
He could
And
have.
also, whenever you're playing Travis, you have to think. Do we ask Austin if he thinks he wasted a good week against a not real team?
I bet you he wishes he had this next week.
Yes, because he has a much tougher matchup next week.
But I
Okay.
mean, Austin, great game. Like that. No beating around the bush.
Yeah, great game from a bad guy.
Austin or
Again,
Garrett, you're the only one that had faith in the man. So you
in who?
in Austin, you're the only one that picked him.
Yeah, I mean the coin doesn't lie, dude.
I think Caleb and me picked with our hearts though on this one.
Yeah, you guys definitely pick with your hearts. I pick with chance.
Um, well, to the last two important games, Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett with a nice dub over the man that beat me last week. That
Team.
yes, you winning.
I may have been down the last few weeks, but I was never gone. Don't call it a comeback because I was here the whole time. 129 is what I expect out of my team. I think 24 points from my defense is absolutely sustainable. Tyreek Hill getting 29 points off of a loss, kind of a low scoring loss too. That's definitely sustainable. And like my
That is
Tyler Lockett also doing well. Sustainability, I expect this week in and week out. This is where my team should be scoring points. Absolutely. And realistically, though, like without bullshitting, the Cowboys defense, the best defense in the league, plays the Texans next week.
oh
And the
no.
Browns defense just scored over 35 on them. So Cowboys defense, 50 burger? 50?
That is alarming. I will have to say.
I'm happy with that. I'm liking my matchup.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Phillips' team, like 19 from Pat Mahomes is kind of a low game. Eckler's an 11. That's also a low game. AJ Brown showed
Trash
up,
team.
but Waddle getting 1 point. That's pretty wild.
I lucked out on that. I mean, even if Waddle had a good game, I still think I would have won.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I've seen Waddle get 40. He did it to me last time I played Phillip.
Yeah, I mean, Waddle going out probably made Tyreek do better.
Oh, Waddle's out.
Well, he was out for that game.
Oh, I wonder if that'll affect his next
game.
game.
I don't know. I think he's supposed to be back, but I mean, his defense got 1 point. That's really shitty against Pittsburgh. You
Kenny
gotta expect
Pickett,
more.
the God. Oh well, yeah, Garrett. Congrats. That you literally kept yourself in the running. I think with that win. So that was a very big win for you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was big.
I
But yeah,
I
I
picked
expect that
yourself.
from here on out.
You're the only one that did not pick yourself in this matchup. So,
Thank you.
but
I'll
I
take
mean,
that. I'll be wrong on that
yeah, I think
anyway.
that's a good time to be wrong.
You know.
Um,
And
last but not least, a surprise matchup, a really shitty game. Uh,
yeah, I expected more out of
especially Nellis.
Chris.
But I mean, like, if you look at my team, like Lamar Jackson getting -2 is ridiculous.
The fact that you won with Lamar Jackson getting -2 is amazing
And I
because
was out
whenever
Joe
Lamar
Mixon.
Jackson was out, I counted you out for sure.
Oh yeah,
I thought I was like, okay, that's a loss for Blake.
I was
But
talking to Bailey because we were. Oh, that was my hangover day. I was barely alive, but I saw Lamar leaving the game, and that was the noon game. So I was like, my day's over. I'm not gonna win. And I was like, my season's over. I'm not gonna win. So like I turned the football off because I was so upset. And then like I kind of like check my app every like hour or two, and I'm like, hold on, Amon Ross hold me in there. Samaje Perine 20 points, subbing in for Joe Mixon. Like my team just like did just enough, and Nels' team did just not enough. Like Kenneth Walker got hurt, unfortunate, but
that that is what saved you right there.
yeah, I won by
Winning.
6. And I don't know if you watched the Tampa Bay game, but Chris Godwin, when there was 4 seconds left, like you heard the comeback, right? They made the
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
caught
absolutely.
the initial touchdown, and then there was a flag on the play, and I was sitting there watching. I was
So
like, no way that just happened.
that would have been the game right there.
It would have been over. And like Mike Evans had 9 points. Like I mean, Mike Evans has been kind of bad all year, so I don't know. I thought I was done, but I lived to see another day.
Amon Ra is also the reason why you won because
Yes,
he put on a clinic.
he has been the reason I have like I think that trade finally came to where I won because at first it was looking bad.
Yeah, this game was really disappointing. I really wanted you to lose, so
Yeah, I understand from your side that you needed me to lose.
it was tough to cheer for either of you because I kind of dislike both of you. And
Well, Nellis just needed to be humbled, but humbling him doesn't do anything to his standings.
no, no, but maybe he was humbled in real life.
But yeah,
Certified
we all
bad
picked
person.
Nellis, so
Probably not a great week for the predictions. Do you know where the standings are now?
yeah. So I'm at 43 and 29. Caleb's at 35-37. You're at 26-34.
Figured they'd be a little different with my coin flips.
Also, I think I messed something up because our scores are not adding up to the same number of games.
Well, I didn't do the
Oh, you're
first
right. You missed a
week or
week.
two.
But yeah, I mean, that's about. Didn't want to linger too long, but like, there's lots of stuff was moving here. If we want to go, let's go to the standings.
Ugh, the standings. I hate clicking on that.
Standings. This is the wild thing. Okay, so Caleb officially has 0% chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, that's sad. He was the first one of us to drop.
So the fellow pre-pod member is dead.
Yeah.
I think for me to win, I literally hold my own fate in my hand, like we were talking about. I've got to beat Philip because Philip's got 49% playoff chance, and man, that's just like if I beat Philip, that's the only way I get in because he'll tie me otherwise.
Yeah, but if you beat Philip, yeah, you're in no matter what if you beat Philip. If
Right,
you lose to Philip,
I'm out. I think it's a win or
there
lose
you
or
go.
I'm out.
I have to win. I need Austin to win, lose, and I think I need you to lose. So fuck both of you guys.
Well, if I lose, you're tied with me. So that tiebreaker wise, I still think I'm on top of you.
No, because then we're both tied with Austin, and I have the
Oh,
tiebreaker between Austin, and Austin has a tiebreaker between you, and then it's our head-to-head, or it's our either points for or divisions record, and I think I have that tiebreaker.
Yeah, you and Austin both have me in points for.
Damn right.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I've beaten everybody but Austin and Steve in our division. But I mean, there's a lot of wild things. Like, imagine, like, if you look at Philip's team, he has 2 number 1 players on his team, and he's this close to not making the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess if I win, that puts me at 8-6. And then if Austin loses 7-6, then you would be in if you win because you trump over him.
I believe that's what happens. But again, we're just going to have to see. I don't control my own destiny. You do. So I'd rather be in your position right now.
Yeah, so Ethan, Steven, Nellis, and Philly are all for sure in. 2 spots are open right now. That's it. We're all fighting for 2 spots.
Yeah. And it's because that other division is just a juggernaut. Ethan, Nellis, and Philly are the 3 best teams, and they're all in the same division. And then Steven is just kind of lucking his way into it because someone has to win our division.
Now, here's the thing. If me and you don't make the playoffs, who would we want to win?
Philly for sure.
Philly, really?
Steve has won twice.
Steve is bottom on my list. Ethan's probably right behind him.
Ethan has won. Nellis has won.
Nellis has won recently.
Yeah.
And if Austin, actually, it's got to be Philly because if Austin
That's what
wins,
I'm saying.
he keeps the trophy.
I'm Philly all the way.
Austin has the trophy right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm taking it. I'll take that fucking trophy at Austin's house, and I'll tell his newborn son, "Your father's a failure."
Yeah, I'd vote Philly too, but I mean, hopefully it comes to where you and me are both in there anyway, and then one of us can take it.
I don't know if that can happen, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to do? You want?
I say we cut it off here. We can do the transactions next video probably.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, lots of things to be had so far. I mean, there's lots of moving parts, and it's exciting. You know, one more week of football left for non-playoff play.
Yeah, regular season. One more week of the regular season. That's kind of sad.
Kind of sad, but stress-wise, I'll feel better. All right, one video down, boys. We'll see you in the next one.